So now that we've added these extra scenes, we need to make a few changes to the player script. I don't know if you remember, and you should remember, but in the very first game, when the player would collect all of the pickups, a text would show up on the actual scene itself. So we need to change that and make sure that when they win, that it switches over to the win scene. That's all we're going to work on right now. We'll work on the lose scene later. So now if you select your third person in your game scene, open up your player script by double-clicking on the script. The first thing we need to do is add a scene manager to our quote-unquote library. This is the namespaces that that Unity looks for. They say where are we going? What are we looking for? So you want to add right here your Unity Scene Manager. And if you just go ahead and type with me here, using, and it just pops up, using Unity, and we want the Unity engine, so we're going to come down to Unity engine, select it, dot scene management, enter with a colon. So that adds our quote-unquote library so Unity can reference it. Then we're going to come down to where, this is our win text.txt. So if you were playing the game, it would pop up, oh, you won, you collected everything. We actually want this to move to a different scene. So we're just going to select everything minus the semicolon, because that's going to have to be there. And we're going to call on that scene manager. You remember it? Scene manager dot load scene, and then it says, well, what scene do you want me to load? So I make some quotation marks inside of some parentheses, and then within those quotation marks I tell it what scene to load, and that is the win scene. So I select Control S, and if I change my count to 1, then we could test it. I'm going to go back to my game, and I'm seeing no errors in my console. I do see a lot of warnings because Unity has changed a few options, but these warnings are pretty much nothing that I need to worry about now. They're talking about a build scene, so I'm just going to clear the warnings. We're good to go.